Hi, I'm Ivory.
I'm Antoinette, and this is Black Girls with No Rhythm.
Hey, Antoinette.
Hey, Ivory.
How are you today?
I'm great. How about yourself?
I'm good on this wonderful afternoon.
It is a wonderful day.
Yeah, it's a little chilly outside, though, but whatever. It's okay.
I prefer cold, so I'm not ready for the summer yet.
I am.
I like layers.
So, you was Netflix and chilling last night, huh?
I definitely was, by myself on the couch.
Yep. So, we watched the Killer Mike Trigger Warning. That's the name of it, right?
Mm-hmm. On Netflix.
So, I know you went to episode 2, but did you watch episode 1 at all?
I watched the whole thing, the whole
so
series.
I can't even remember what episode. Oh, episode 1 was about the black dollar.
Yeah.
So, how did you like episode 1?
It was interesting. At first, I was just like thrown off, and I think that was my reaction at the beginning of every episode. Mm-hmm. Like you just like the wow factor of it is just like, what the hell is happening here?
Yeah.
And then the more you watch it, you get to understand what he's trying to do, the point he's trying to bring across. Mm-hmm. I thought it was interesting. Well, no, I take that back. I didn't. I knew it was gonna be hard when he was trying to keep the black dollar in the black community. Mm-hmm. I knew it was gonna be complicated. I knew he was gonna end up sleeping on a bench because I'm like, I can't think of any black hotels at all, especially in Athens. He went without eating for a long time.
I'm sure he could have found the Airbnb from a house that was owned by a black person.
No, but he can't use the Airbnb because Airbnb is owned by a white person.
But see, at the same time, like, I get where he was going with that, but then you still taking away money from out the black pocket. You know what I'm saying? Because even though Airbnb is owned by a white person, at the same time, you still doing business with your people.
But his goal for the 3 days or whatever was to only spend black. That wasn't his goal going forward, but it was just for those 3 days he wanted to only spend black.
Yeah, but I think like how he was saying that the white dollar circulate for 22 days, but the black dollar only circulate for 6 hours. I don't think that in the perspective of using their platform should constitute for those 22 days. You know what I'm saying? Because in the Asian community, there's no way that their money can stay in their community for 22 days without it touching something that a white person got their hands on.
But, I mean, if we go off just what he said, it does. And the Jewish community as well. Like, that's just...
what I meant, the Jewish community.
Yeah, that's just what he said, that they don't have... It stays in their community. So that means they do not do...
people use Airbnbs?
No, I don't.
Well, everywhere they go, they know somebody? The fuck?
Yeah.
No, that's not how that works.
But they have communities like that.
But when these people going on vacation, they not trying to go stay.
He said the first 22 days. He didn't say forever. Okay. He didn't say the whole year. He said for 22 days, their money circulates within their community, within their grocery stores, within their gas stations, within their homes, everything. Because they have their own community. They have their own ambulance. They have their own hospital. So I can see that happening. Okay. I'm not talking about, he didn't say forever. He said 22 days.
Yeah.
So, we're not there yet. I don't know if we ever will be because...
But the fact that some stuff, he was able to find the black grocery store. You know what I'm saying?
Was.
Like, I feel like...
but that was in Atlanta, not in Athens.
That's true. That's very true. That's true.
They told him that it was going to be easier in Atlanta.
But I just feel like the more we educate ourselves, the more ambitious we try to be, then eventually we may be able to get there. But then he stood up there and did that whole first episode about the fact that it's not enough black-owned stuff. And then he turned around and go and tell our little black kids that they can only be carpenters.
I mean, they weren't black. They was all kids.
Yeah, but at the same time, it's black kids that was in his audience that he shot their dreams down.
Episode 1 and episode 2 did not go together at all.
He contradicted himself.
He really did. The second episode made me think about Lindsay and the fact that when she was in elementary school, she came to me and told me she wanted to be a veterinarian. And I was like, okay, go for it. Research college. Just see what you got to do. When she got in middle school, she started researching college and realized she wanted to go to Tuskegee because they graduate 99% of all African-American veterinarians. And then she did I guess, an internship for a really short period of time, and that veterinarian had went to Tuskegee, and she had talked to like 2 others, and everybody went to Tuskegee. So that's where she wanted to go, and then she just got accepted. And I was thinking in my head, what if I would have told my daughter she can't be a veterinarian? We wouldn't be going through this. Like, she just got accepted into the college she's always wanted to go to since middle school. She's going and following her dreams that she had since elementary school. How can you just tell your child that their dreams are stupid? And he said he told his kids that he don't believe in their dreams.
Like, that's some complete bullshit.
Like,
let me tell you what I did find funny though. When the little white boy tried to interrupt, and he was like, "That's that white privilege. You trying to start using your white privilege at a young age." I was just like, man, like that shit was so funny to me, and it shouldn't have been funny, but that shit was funny as hell to me.
Yeah, that was
funny.
funny.
At the same time, like, the little boy said that he wanted to be a scientist and
cure cancer.
The other little boy said he wanted to be the president, and he telling them like, no, you're not going to be that. You should be a carpenter. And then when he turned around and talked to the principal like,
that's not.
he tried this. He said something about the president. He was like, well, he's biracial. We don't tell them that. And I was just like, and I really like Killer Mike. I thought I did anyway. Like, I got pictures of my son with Killer Mike at the little swag shop at Phillips Arena, or the State Farm Arena, whatever it is. But now it made me look at him in a different light, because at the same, like, my son scored in the 99th percentile for reading in the nation. I'd be damned if my son can't be the motherfucking president. He got me fucked up.
And then another thing that threw me off, what he said was, kids need to be more realistic and start making money earlier because for their families. I'm like, no, it's not my child's responsibility to take care of me. Exactly. My child don't have to start making money early so that they can take care of me. No, that's my responsibility, is to take care of me. Their responsibility is to follow their dreams and take care of themselves. I'm just trying to raise productive citizens that will go out in this world and bring something to it versus taking something from it.
At no point should my child make a decision about their life because they're trying to figure out, how is my mama gonna benefit from this?
Exactly.
No, your job is not to take care of me. My job is to take care of you. My job is to give you all the tools necessary for you to go out into this world and be the best version of yourself that you can be. And how am I going to instill that in you if I'm sitting up here shooting down your dreams to be whoever it is you want to be? Because if you want to be the first person on Mars, I'd be damned if you can't be the first person on Mars.
You're right. I'm not going to say that it made me look at him different. First of all, I don't know a lot about him. I only know like very little. So that episode, out of the 6 that he recorded, started off really rocky, but then it ended much better. So I'm gonna say that I just think in that aspect of him is just not what I agree with. But overall, the series, I liked it.
I did like it. I stopped watching it. I think I probably got like episode 4 or 5. Probably 4.
Yeah, it's only 6, so.
But I was disappointed. I was extremely disappointed that he would shatter children's dreams like that.
Yeah, I would not have allowed my daughter or my son to participate in that part of the recording. Mm-hmm. It's called Trigger Mike, I think, or something like that.
Trigger happy or something like that.
Yeah, it's trigger something. But the whole point is to trigger you. The whole point is to make you have conversations around whatever the topic is that he's talking about. So
but I think that's really who he is, though, because Mo said that Mo is my husband.
You gonna keep saying that on every episode?
Oh.
I'm just playing. Go ahead. Go ahead, my bad.
Mo said that he heard him do an interview one time where he was like, everybody should just stop trying to be this so famous, and people should just settle with being average. Everybody can't be a superstar, so people should just be content with being who they are. So that made me feel like he's just a dream killer, period. Like,
I think he's a realist. I think that,
but you can't be like.
I think that he's everybody not
go nowhere.
And
if you want to be realistic with yourself, that's fine. But don't be trying to shoot down other people, because like people take that in and people internalize that, and maybe they shouldn't, but they do, because, and I guess it bothered me because I think I mentioned this on another episode before. I've had people tell me like what I shouldn't do, and I listen to that shit and I let it stop me from pursuing goals. Like, like from actually wanting to do something. Like I've been wanting to be on the radio forever, and here I am, 32 years old, just now trying to let people hear my voice because I got a podcast. But I could have been, had somebody told me, instead of telling me be more realistic, if somebody had said you can do it, you should pursue that, then maybe I probably would have.
Why are we holding him to a different standard that we hold everybody else to?
They was wrong for telling me that.
No, I'm not talking about that was your people. This is a famous person. He's famous. I understand how he raised his kids. But listen, why are we holding Killer Mike to any other standard of any other celebrity? That's his opinion. He has a right to feel like that.
Yeah, and anybody can feel how they want to feel, but don't talk directly to the children. You know what I'm saying? Like with these other celebrities, when they say I am not a role model, they not sitting up here telling your kid to go and do something. We not putting Cardi B in front of our children and let her give our children life lessons. We put Killer Mike in front of kids and allow him to shut down their dream. You get what I'm saying? We not putting other celebrities in the... Like, other celebrities are just out there. You know what I'm saying? But you put this person in front of a set of children.
No,
and the thing is, I'm not holding... Like, I'm just saying I disagree with his thought process. My son would never, ever hear that. So, I'm just saying what he's saying is wrong. What he's telling our children, like he's saying, your child can't be this. We not... Other celebrities ain't speaking on what your child can and can't do. But other celebrities just out here living their best life.
I just feel like, for me, I didn't take it that personal. I know that I wouldn't allow my child in that setting because that's how you feel, and I'm not going to allow you to tell my child that. But that's how he feel. Like, I'm
not taking it personal, but it made me look at him like...
That's taking it personal.
That's his thought process. I can dislike somebody for their thought process. Like,
that's still taking it
we
personal.
Like people. I don't have nothing else to go by for Killer Mike. Killer Mike ain't making no music. I can't be like, oh, I don't like the way Cardi B think, but shit, she made me want to back it up. You know what I'm saying? That's all he giving us. So I'm going to give commentary on it because that's all I got.
I mean, I'm not saying that part. I'm just saying, like, it doesn't make me look at him any different. Like, it just made me feel like, oh, okay, yeah, you think a lot differently from I did.
We put Killer Mike on CNN and all this stuff. Killer Mike supposed to be a representative of the community. All these other celebrities not out here doing political analysts and all that stuff. He put himself out here as a representative of the people. But what you saying is not a representation of who we are. He put himself in that political forefront. Like, you see Killer Mike on Fox, you see him on CNN, you see him on all these platforms being the voice of us. And that's not a representation of what we want to be represented as.
I think what he is trying to get at is that everybody is not gonna be the next superstar. Don't be homeless trying to be a rapper. I don't think that he was trying to.
That's not what he said.
But that's what I got from the message when I watched the full episode.
Take from it what you got from it. That he's saying that everybody should go work for somebody. Not even work for somebody, no, because he being a carpenter, you can be self, because that's the one he kept using, carpentry. That's why I'm going to use that one. But pretty much he was saying, don't dream big, go do some basic shit.
No, that's not what I got from it. Not from just that segment. The whole episode in the entirety, that's not what I got from it. So from beginning to end, I got that he was trying to say we need to stop. I don't want to say stop dreaming big. We need to be realistic and dream at the same time. Like,
at what point did he encourage anybody to dream, Antoinette?
We need to be. I'm trying to see how I can explain this.
At what point did he encourage anybody to chase a dream? Did he encourage anybody to find something that they're passionate about and pursue it? No, at no point did he say anything like that.
He didn't say anything close to that. That's not.
He told them that they need to start making money early.
I'm not
so
okay. I'm past the kids.
Take care of their family.
I'm past the kids.
Then he say, why you sitting in the unemployment office instead of looking at your phone, look at some porn and learn something.
That's not what he said.
Because y'all so stupid. Obviously, all you want to do is look at porn. You can't figure out any way to do anything else if porn is not involved. You can't even go out and learn how to fucking clean out the drain without thinking about sex. So let me teach you how to clean out the drain with this snake by fucking.
Listen, what he said was, we are on our phones all the time. Why are we not trying to learn a craft? For those people who are not working. He's not talking about people who have careers. He's talking about these unemployed people. You're unemployed. You're at the unemployment office. You're on your phone. Why are you not on YouTube trying to learn a craft? That's what he said. That was what he was trying to get at. That's the message I took from the episode. I didn't take that he was being a dream killer.
He said that everybody, when you say you being entertained by your phone, he didn't say, he said if you being entertained by your phone, you more than likely looking at porno.
He proved it.
I look at my phone. Last week I had 5 hours and 22 minutes of screen time, and none of that shit was porno. He wasn't talking about everybody. I mean, I like porno, but
he wasn't talking about everybody. He was trying to figure out, why is it that there's so much knowledge on the internet but we're not using it? Why is it that we literally have our hands, we can do anything because of the internet? The internet can literally teach you anything, and we know that because we've seen Mo fix a lot of stuff off of stuff that he learned off of YouTube.
Yeah.
But we have so many people out here who don't know a craft and are unemployed. Why are they not using that time to learn a craft and become a plumber or become a mechanic
or plumb on YouTube and then open up a business? No, that's not how that works.
I mean, you still have to go get your license and certificate, but at least you would go in knowing something.
Oh, but the point though is just to get you interested.
But did it not work though?
Yeah.
His point was, okay, how can I use entertainment to teach people something? Mm-hmm. How can I do that? So he got a group of people, gave them a test. They didn't know anything. Came back, had them watch the porno mixed with the educational carpentry type stuff. They did 75% better than they did the first time they tested it. And I like
that. And you know what? All that made me happy. But at that point, I was so turned off.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like you took that one segment in the very beginning that was really disheartening, and you just
because let me tell you something.
And I didn't do that.
I believe in these kids, and I think that's the reason why it bothered me so much, because I'm passionate about these children. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, these children are the future.
They are.
These children, without them, we gon' fall to shits. You know what I'm saying? So, how can you leave this generation? How can you leave this world knowing that you left a sour taste in these children's mouth? You know what I'm saying? Like, knowing that you probably could have shattered a child's dream. But we gotta believe more in our kids. I talk to my mama about this all the time, like about just how you have to deal with children and stuff, and we just expect them to fall in line and just do everything that grown people tell them to do. And for the most part, they do that shit, and it fucked them up in the long run. We gotta give these kids hope and allow them to spread their wings and imagine and think outside the box. But we gotta stop boxing these babies in. And I can't get past that.
I'm not disagreeing with nothing that you just said. But after he spoke with the principal, he said, you know what? Maybe I need to go to adults. Maybe I don't need to have this conversation with children. Maybe I need to go find some adults to have this conversation with. The initial part was the shock factor. Like he has a shock factor in all of his episodes. That initial thing was
real mindset though. That's really how he thinks.
I don't think he's going to and I don't know because I don't know him. He might be going to elementary
school kids telling people this, but the fact that somebody could think like that.
I'm pretty sure he's not the only person that thinks that you need to be realistic in your goals.
And I don't want to associate myself with people who tell children not to dream.
Yeah, but I wasn't listening to him before. I don't know anything about him. I liked it.
The world listens to him. You might have not listened to him, but like I said, this man is on CNN everywhere having conversations with the world about our community. And is that what he's telling him? Don't y'all worry. We not producing no scientists over here. But if you want your house built, call us. The fuck?
Everybody is not gonna be. like I said, that's what I got from it was.
Oh, but go ahead and buy some Cripa-Cola though.
What I got, and blood pop. Don't forget about the blood pop. And
that's the part that fucked me up. Okay, so then you sit up here and you tell these children, don't dream big, be simple. Don't try to don't be able to afford to pay a motherfucker to build you a mansion because you need to be trying to build it by yourself. You know what I'm saying? But then again, you go around here and you get some gangbangers, and I ain't knocking the gangbangers because I grew up right around the corner from Shady Park. I'm from College Park. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is. But at the end of the day, you go out and get these niggas out the hood and you come tell them, oh, I can make y'all entrepreneurs. I can make y'all be on these white people level and this and third. And he brought sparkles to them boys' eyes. They was loving what they was doing. They was going around, they was mixing, and they was mingling, and they was selling their product. And that man said he felt good about what he was selling. He felt like he was part of something. You know what I'm saying? Like, he was so excited. Like, but you can do that to grown men, but you can't do that for children. But they never, if somebody had told them when they was 5 and 6 and 7 and 8 and 9 years old, guess what? One day you can be better than Coca-Cola. You can build a product that compete with Coca-Cola. You can be this, you can be that. They probably could have a soda company out, but ain't nobody tell them that bullshit, so they out there trapping. You know what I'm saying? Like, if we do less of what he did, if we do more of what he did to them, to those kids, then we'll have less people like those older guys. And, like, you get what I'm saying?
But you're taking one part of a 6 series and judging it.
That's a whole nother episode.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. You're taking one. I don't know him outside.
Motivate these gangbangers, but not motivate the children.
Because he had to give you a shock factor. I don't know Killer Mike outside because
shock factor, but it's not a shock factor.
So you're telling me
life. This is
I don't know him out. That's what I'm saying. I don't know him outside of these 6 episodes. I don't know him outside of this.
But
literally,
you got these 6 episodes,
and the only bad part of these 6 episodes was that one episode
but
with the kids.
Contradictory as fuck.
That was the only one though. All the rest of them aligned. He had that one episode and that one scene where he threw me completely off with the kids.
That's because it's the only episode with children.
Like, everything else was motivational. Everything else was... He even, on episode 6, he started a whole nother nation. And got people together, bought acres of land, got people together. They have their own independence, their own national anthem, their own flag, their own president, all of this.
But how they gonna do all that if all they know how to do is build a house? No, I'm not taking it nowhere because the foundation is the children. The children got to grow up and be grown people. If all you know how to do is build a fucking house, you can't be the goddamn president.
He didn't tell them to only build a house, Ivory. That's not what he told them to do.
He told them to be realistic. Realistically speaking, you're not going to build a nation with another president.
I don't feel like I said, you're taking one part of a series and you're judging the whole series on this one part.
That's the fucking foundation. It was episode 2, nigga. That's the bricks that built the house. Fuck is you saying?
That one part of that one episode threw me off. And then as I watched it, and I watched him take the gangbangers and do the coke, take all of these different people from different religions, different nationality. There was a racist man got together with a gay man who got together with some other people. And they wrote an anthem. Like, the way he was bringing people together and having them have a conversation about their differences. And he went to old folks' home and then he talked to them. The one part, because it wasn't even the whole episode, the first maybe, because it's only like 25 minutes long, so maybe the first 10 minutes of this one episode threw me off. But then I was like, is he for real? Like, did he really feel like that?
Yes, he does.
And then as I watched it, I'm like, okay, no, you don't feel like that, because here you are motivating other people to be better than what they were.
Already broken adults, but if they wasn't broken children, they wouldn't have grown to be broken adults, and you wouldn't have to fix their ass. That's my point.
But I don't see how.
If you start from the beginning, then you don't have to worry about it in the end. Like that, you get what I'm saying?
I get what you're saying.
Yes, like he trying to repair all these broken adults because they probably had fucked up childhoods from somebody telling them what they couldn't do. What's like, this is wrong, this is wrong. Like, he ain't got to worry about the thing. Let's talk about black men and homosexuality. You know what I'm saying? I know this is a little off course. You're like, where you going with this? Where you going with this? Okay.
That damn porn.
A lot of right. Black men got this thing with homosexuality. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Like, they don't go nowhere near it. But that's because as children, they was told that's nasty, that's wrong. You can't be a real man if you lay with men. You can't be a real man, all this real man bullshit. So now, anytime any homosexuality come their way, they like, because in their mind, they not masculine. But, however... So now they got to sit down and you got to make them sit down and have these conversations. Sit down and talk to a gay man so you can understand where he coming from and not treat him like this and like that. But as children, had somebody told them, everybody not the same. Some people are different. Sometimes men like men. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. Then they wouldn't have this stigma attached to that. And when they grow up, you ain't got to worry about them being... Get that shit away from me. I ain't with that gay shit. You wouldn't have to worry about that because as children, they learned that sometimes people are different.
I still put him on the same thing as everybody else. He just not somebody that's gonna talk to my child. Nobody gonna raise my kids but me.
And I understand all of that. But we talking about him right now today.
And I understand that.
So we have, like, he not raising my kids either. My kids ain't gonna never hear shit this nigga got to say. You know what I'm saying? However, because we talking about him, I got an opinion about the shit.
I'm not saying that you... That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying I don't... That episode didn't make me look at him any different than I did with the Cardi B and City Girls twerking episode. Their video that they just came out. To me, that is
Cardi B and City Girls.
To me, it was like the same thing. Like, that's how you all view. That's how you want to live your life. That's what you want to do. Go for it. You think I don't understand.
I think it bothers me because, like, with the Cardi B and City Girls situation or whatever. They ain't out here portraying to be role models. They not out here saying, look at me, I'm somebody to look up to. But he is. But he's saying, look, like, he's a public figure. Like, he's putting himself on the forefront as somebody to be admired.
But no, I don't, no. I know. That's just my thing. No. I'm not going to admire him or anybody else.
No, you don't have to admire him, but what I'm saying is that's the position he's putting himself in.
And if we give him that power to be role models to our children, then you can't expect for him to feel any other way than how he feels. That's how he feels. I don't know, for the life of me, I cannot understand how you don't want children to dream big and then you go and have Crips make a soda. You go and put all these people together and create a whole nation and give it to them and tell them to build it. They have to come up with their own rules and their own laws. I don't understand how you feel this way about children but this way about adults. But that's still how you feel. So I'm going to let you have that, and you just can't be... Nobody. I don't have a role model outside of people that I know personally. So if he want to go on TV and say the same thing he said on this Netflix series about kids not having dreams, that's his business. I'm not looking at him any differently. No different than I don't care if Cardi B naked or what's her name?
Carisha.
No, the one with the real low haircut. Amber Rose.
Oh yeah, that's my girl.
Her, like, just because she had a whole slut walk.
I believe in the slut walk movement.
So she got a whole slut walk. I don't necessarily believe in the slut walk movement, but that's not gonna make me dislike her anymore. I don't know enough about the slut walk movement.
So how you gonna say you don't believe in something?
I said I don't necessarily believe in it. I don't know anything. I don't even know what it. I just know it's called slut walk. And
yeah,
they
it's just
walk.
saying that women should be able to choose what they want to do with their bodies. You know what I'm saying? Like, you should be, if you want to be a sex worker, you should be able to be a sex worker as long as you're not being forced into it. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, yeah, I agree.
If you want to sleep with a different nigga every night, that's your business.
Yeah, it's your business, but I don't agree with that.
I mean, you don't, but you do agree that a woman has the right to choose.
She does. She definitely has a right to choose.
About. You
gotta, every choice has a consequence behind it. So you got a right to choose if that's what you want to do with your life, but you also got to own up to whatever, happens after that. I feel like everybody should have a right to do what they want to do, period. That I don't have to agree with what you want to do, but you have a right to do it. You have a right to think and feel the way that you want to feel. Killer Mike, I don't know how in the hell you unmotivate children but motivate adults. I don't get it.
Yeah,
but if that's what you want to do, go for it. The series as a whole, I liked. The beginning of that episode was out of the 6 episodes was the only one that I did not like. It ended on a whole nother level.
I tried to go and
for me
figure out how you can buy Cripple Cola.
Me too. And I wanted to take a picture next to Sleep. The graffiti they did holding Sleep up.
I didn't see that part.
Sleep is graffitied on side of a wall, and it's a man holding him, and he like laying in the man's arms.
I'm sure it's somewhere in Atlanta.
And it definitely is in Atlanta. And I was like, oh my God, I want to go take a picture of that. I want to go buy me. Because even when the Crip episode first came on, I was thrown completely off. I'm like, you know what, in hell, I'm buying Crip Pop. Like, y'all tripping. I'm not supporting that. I'm not buying that. Like, why would I do that? Why would I buy something that's going to profit a gang for them to go out and kill more people? Like, that's exactly what I thought. But in the end, I was looking for Coca-Cola. I was like, you know what?
But did you see the light in their eyes? Like, they was excited.
I did, because somebody believed in them. Like, somebody believed in them. Like, I got it. I get it. I definitely get it.
So how you don't feel that way about our babies? Like,
I don't know how he don't feel that way about our babies, but it still don't make me think no differently about them. Like, I didn't think anything about him beforehand, and maybe that's what it is. So I didn't know anything about him before this, so I could say,
like, and I guess
I look differently.
I don't know. It's like right now as we're recording, it's 6 children upstairs who waiting for us to give them direction.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Who waiting for them to tell them, you can do this. You got this. You can be anything you want to be, but you gotta work hard. You gotta be determined. You gotta want it so bad that you don't want nothing else. You know what I'm saying? And if we don't instill that in them, like, keep pounding it, keep pounding it, keep pounding, then they ain't gonna never know that they can be so much. You know what I'm saying?
But I don't necessarily agree, like, that they can do anything. I think they gotta be realistic in the things that
but what can't they do?
Like, Marquise can't tell me he want to be a singer, because, nigga, you can't sing.
I mean, but at the same time, no, he can't be no singer. I'm gonna stop there. You know what I'm saying?
You see what I'm saying? So
if he can't sing,
that's what I'm saying. So I don't
singer. However, if he want to be on the radio bad enough, he can go and get some type of vocal training. He can get a bomb ass producer. Yes, no, people build stars every motherfucking day.
Yeah, but I'm
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like,
but
if he wanted super bad enough, he could definitely be on the radio. And that's what I'm saying. Like,
I don't believe that.
I do.
I'm not saying that stars aren't built every day. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying that my son can do anything, but he can't do,
like, 60 years ago, somebody would have said a child born with Down syndrome would never be a model.
That's not the same.
Yes, the fuck it is.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is. Oh, it ain't have nothing to do with
Okay, he couldn't come to me and say, I want to be.
Go ahead and shoot your son down.
I mean,
in front of all these people.
I'm being honest. I'm just being honest. He can't come to me and say, I want to be a basketball player.
No, Marquise can't be no.
See what I'm saying? So there are certain things. Don't get me wrong. I'm going to encourage my son.
Okay, but that's what I mean by saying realistic goals.
That's what I'm trying to say.
Realistic goal that it's okay to set.
That's what I'm trying to say.
But I'd be damned if I'm about to sit here and tell my son that he can't be the first motherfucker on Mars.
Not now. Yeah, I don't know if I would tell him. I'm just saying, because I know my son and I know what he is good at and what he's not good at. And, you know, we're going to find something that he's passionate about. And then if he was passionate about science, then yes. But my son can't come tell me, Mom, I want to go to Mars, and you hate science, and I can't get you to do science, and I can't, you know what I mean? So we're going to be realistic. You got to break it down and be like, son, you can't, unless you want to, until you change the way you feel about science, you're not going to be a scientist. And that's the conversations that I have. If you can find some love in science, if you can find some type of way to love science, then you can go to Mars. But you gotta change your mindset about science. And that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm getting at. Yeah, like I ask him all the time what he wants to be, and He doesn't know yet, so he's still working on it. I'm trying to get him in different programs over the summer so he can try to figure out what he likes and what he doesn't like. I just got to figure out what he's passionate about. That's what I'm trying to do. For Lindsay, I've always known, she's always known, and I tell her that that's a blessing because a lot of people are good and grown and still don't know what they're passionate about, or they know what they're passionate about, but they go the opposite way from it. Lindsay tried to steer away from being a veterinarian a couple different times in her senior year. I think the reality was starting to set in and it was getting close. So she was like, well, if I can go to school to do this, I only got to go to school for 4 years and I'll make this amount of money. Or if I go to school to do this, I only got to go to school for 2 years and I can make this amount of money. And both of them are more money than what veterinarians make, and I don't have to go to school as long. So I was like, Lindsay, if you could do anything in this world and failure wasn't an option, what would you do? I was thinking, whatever that answer is, that's what you're doing. There's no ifs, ands, buts, or maybes. That's what you're going to do. I was like, I'm not raising children that doesn't follow their dreams. So once I figure out what Marquis' dream is and what he's passionate about, then we'll go that route. You know what I mean? At no point am I going to tell, I will tell him that you need to figure this one out. Like, God just didn't bless you with height, baby. You know, being a basketball player is just not something you about to do. I do not believe in crushing children's dreams, but I do believe in making sure that their dreams are realistic. If your child is I'm not even gonna say if your child is a C student, they can't be president, because you never know. But like you said, you just gotta have a conversation with me.
Donald Trump is the fucking president.
That's what I just said. You just gotta have that. But what kind of president do you want your child to be? I don't want my child to be a Donald Trump president. I would rather you not be president than be Donald Trump.
Yeah, but at the end of the day, shit, if you are Donald Trump, you know what I'm saying? He is Donald. You don't think his mama proud of him?
I wouldn't be.
Her mama knew she raised the asshole before he became the fucking president.
You right. That don't mean I want.
That didn't stop her from
that don't
loving
mean.
him. She
that didn't
still
say.
love her son.
I didn't say I wouldn't love him. I said I would not be proud of him.
Oh,
like
she proud of her son.
Like that's not me. I'm not. No. Nah. We got to be realistic with your goals and what you want to do, and you have to be willing to put the work in, because I can't put the work in for you. So whatever Marquis tells me he wants to do, same with Lindsay. Whatever they tell me you want to do, like I'm gonna do everything in my power to get you there. Once I figure out what you're passionate about, but then the rest of it is on you.
Yeah, and I agree with everything you're saying, but that's not what he said.
We're not even talking about him no more. We're over that. I like I said, he not a role model to me. Well, I'll take that back. He not my role model. I really enjoyed the series. I really enjoyed everything except for that first 10 minutes of that second episode. When he was not talking to children and he was talking to adults, I really enjoyed it. He wants to start his own America, I think, or something. Now, I wasn't sure about, because, you know, somebody wants to start it and to be all black people, and that's not something that I'm with. But I liked it. I would watch it again. I enjoyed the series myself. He not somebody that's gonna ever talk to my child, but I would go listen to him.
Well, in his nation, just know that black people won't be scientists, because they won't ever grow up with the aspiration of being a scientist.
You're not gonna be a part of his.
He shot that shit down a long time ago.
I'm not gonna be a part of his nation.
So his nation will never be operating 22 days off the black dollar, because the only dollar they gonna have is from carpentry.
I'm not gonna be a part of his nation, but I would definitely go listen to him. So this is off topic, but I watched it, so I feel like we could talk about it since his second episode had something to do with porn.
You was watching porn?
No, I wasn't watching porn, but afterwards, there's a special on Netflix about life after porn, and they interview ex-porn stars, like retired porn stars. And I was surprised at how many people really enjoyed what they were doing. Like, they went into porn, and some of them are still somewhat in the business because they enjoyed sex just that much, to where they were in porn. Like, some people did it for the money. Like 2 ladies, no, only 1 out of like the 5 people they interviewed actually had regrets and was crying and wished she would have did something different with her life. They had a couple on there who met, 2 couples on there that met during a porn scene, and got married and been married ever since, like decades. And now they they're therapists sexual therapists. I don't know what they do. They say they cure people by having orgasms or something.
Because sex work is real work.
So I was just really... What you mean by sex work is real work? I'm sorry, you just did my train of thought.
Like, because I think people look at it as like a means to an end. But some people enjoy that kind of stuff. Like, some strippers like stripping. Some prostitutes like having sex. Some porn stars like having sex. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not just like some people make whole careers out of this. Like, they're people, like the whole thing about prostitution being illegal. If somebody is not being forced into it, if they're not underage, you should have the right to make money for selling your pussy or your penis if you want to. It's yours. Why you can't do that if you don't want to? I mean, if you want to.
I think the reason that it's illegal, and I think the reason that it should stay illegal is because you have way too many people who would do it, and they would make people do it. Like one girl, she went in the business the first time on her own because she wanted to be there. Mm-hmm. So, but I'm not gonna say she wanted to be there. She felt like that was her only option. I think she had got kicked out of her house or something like that. It was her only option, so she felt like it was her only option. I think she didn't have more than an 8th grade education. So she went into porn. And she hated it. Like, she hated everything about it. She was on heroin real bad. She finally got out, kind of got her life together, met a man. You know, the man introduced her to church. You know, the man got her baptized, all of this stuff. And then got her to go back into porn, and that's when she started doing meth.
Oh, wow.
So then she got out the second time, and now she's married to a pastor. Mm-hmm. And they have a church. So I think that the reason that it will continue to be illegal is because there's so many men out here that would force women to do it, and they don't want to. But I don't... Okay, so what if your child likes sex so much and your child come to you and told you she want to be a porn star or...
If my daughter, first of all, let's start by saying, by no means do I want my daughter to be a porn star, like, at all. Like, I hope I'm not raising a porn star. However, it just is what it is. I don't want my daughter to be a porn star. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to worry about I watch porn. I don't want to have to worry about filtering my porn so that my daughter don't show up on my timeline. You know what I'm saying?
One lady said that she ruined her puberty for her son because he found her porn on the internet. That. Yeah. However,
if my daughter does decide I'm going to be a porn star, I don't give a fuck what you or my daddy got to say about it. I'm not disowning my child. I'm not talking to you. I'm not turning my back on you, shaming you because this is what you decide you want to do.
One lady used to get death threats.
If you get a porn star award, I'm going to be at the fucking award show like, that's my baby. That's my baby. Like, it is what it is. Do I want that life for her? Of course not. If she does it, do her mama got her back? You damn sure better believe it.
Yeah, I ain't gonna say I don't know about that part.
Yeah, that's me. I'm that mama.
Yeah, I feel you. I may have to, I don't know.
Am I gonna cry nights? I'm gonna be at night, I probably lay in my bed and cry myself to sleep for a lot of nights.
Trying to figure out where you went wrong? Or not even that, just the fact that that's the decision that she made.
Trying to figure out why the fuck is she fucking on camera, but not where I went wrong. Because that's the decision she made.
You right.
She didn't grow up watching her mama fuck on camera.
You right.
You know what I'm saying?
You right.
I don't even have sex. Like, people have sex when they babies be babies. I don't even have sex in front of my kid. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, no, she ain't get it from me.
You right.
If that's what she want to do, shit. I'm average, she average on you. That ain't gonna never change.
I just was looking at it and just was like, amazed. Like, I now want to talk to somebody in the industry. Like, that's just where I think this podcast has, and then all of this is to go back into the Killer Mike thing, but where this podcast has me, and with the documentary with the porn stars, and then what Killer Mike did, it's just like, I want to talk to people from different walks of life.
The girl with the webcam, she's a sex worker. The first one before he went and
yeah.
She looked like she said she made that nigga rub his dick across that carpet
until it started bleeding.
Yeah, you don't think she enjoyed that?
She's something wrong with her.
Like,
She enjoyed the power of the fact that he would do it. Not necessarily the act of him doing it. It was the fact that I got enough power to where I can make this nigga do this. Like, that's what that was. Because her facial reaction when she was talking about it was like, yeah, I got that type of power.
Even with the prostitutes or whatever, and I'm not talking about the prostitutes that walk up and down the street to sell pussy for some crack or to selling their pussy for $100.
Like the broth
I'm talking
houses.
about
the legal houses.
Not even the houses or the escort services or whatever. You don't think they get that same kind of thrill and enjoyment? This nigga want this pussy so bad he wouldn't spend $5,000 for 1 hour with me. You don't think they get them a sense of power, a sense of enjoyment when they can go in the mall and buy whatever they want to buy after they done worked for 2 days this week? You know what I'm saying? When they can go and provide their children. They get to pick their children up from school every day and drop them off from school every day. They get to help with homework because guess what? They not working but 3 days a week. Whereas Sally Mae over here, going to work every day for $17 an hour. She missing everything, all because she want to have some dignity.
I'm with the dignity though. I'm gonna miss everything.
Yeah, but I'm just saying that women should reserve the right to choose.
They should reserve the right to choose. That's just not a life that I could live, or I don't even think that I would be comfortable if I don't think I would be able to accept an issue, because I just don't feel like it's worth the risk. Like, not the risk, there is a risk, but
it's risk when it's risk in going to meet this nigga at the club and then taking him home and fucking.
Yeah, I don't do that.
Yeah, but bitches do it every day.
I understand everything you just said.
At the same woman who go and have protected sex with a man for money.
I just feel like, for me, the aftermath of that, and like I said, some of these women just enjoyed it. This one lady was old. One of the couples were old, and they were still in their own. They weren't doing porn anymore, but they were sex counselors, so they were having sex. I guess it was legal. She says only like 19 of them in the world. Like, she went to school and has a degree in whatever. I can't remember what it was called, but so they're still having sex with people. For me, I just feel like when you have sex with somebody, it's just like your souls are connected. Like, so for me, sex is deeper than me.
Okay, so everybody you had sex with
as an adult,
entire life.
As an adult, we're not gonna talk about before I was grown. Now we're not gonna talk about.
So you felt so it ain't never been on no. I'm trying to get mine, you trying to get yours. Let's just both get ours and go on about our business.
Not as an adult.
So since you've been grown, everybody that you had sex with is somebody that you was in a relationship with.
I ain't gonna say I was in we weren't in like a boyfriend-girlfriend relationship. We might have been like friends with benefits. So we still hung out. We still had conversation. We still, you know what I mean? Like, we had a relationship. It wasn't like a I ain't gonna never see you again type situation after I became grown. So we gonna say 21 I was with. Yeah, so 21 to now, random sex was not something, I guess. That's why I want to talk to somebody in the industry who really enjoys it. Because for me, I wouldn't be able to understand.
We don't understand other people, so we judge them.
Right, and I try really hard. Now, I'm not judging anybody. Like, I feel like you have the right to do what you want to do, but that's just not something I can do. And I want to talk to people to understand. And that's why I watched the documentary, because I was like, what happens after porn? Like, how do they feel about themselves? The fact that y'all done had sex, not only on camera, but y'all done had sex with hundreds of people. Yeah. Like, y'all done had sex with a slew of individuals.
That's a lot of miles on that.
That's a lot of miles. Like, do y'all have to get reconstruction surgery? Like, what happens after porn is ordered?
Wore out.
So I'm like, but some people, this one lady was like in her 50s. She still did script shows. She has a webcam. She has her own business. That was the one thing about just about everybody they interviewed. All of them started their own business. All of them had their own companies. They owned their own production rights to their movies. Mm-hmm. So they weren't just actors. Some of them were directors. Some of them had production companies. Like, they owned the right to who they were as a person. So some of them did whatever they were asked. Others was like, nah, I'm only going to do what I want to do. Mm-hmm. And the ones who enjoyed it were the ones who said, like, nah, I'm not just gonna do anything. But the ones who were on the drugs and, you know, they were doing it for money, those was like, oh, you gonna give me $3,000 to let somebody do me in my booty? Oh, come on, come with it. The other people was like, I don't care how much money you give me, I'm not doing it.
Yeah.
So they were even saying, like, there were some women in the industry who they tell
that I'm okay with. You know what I'm saying? When you can make your own choices, when you can be, you know what I'm saying? Because I know you got to get to a certain level to make your own choices and stuff like that.
No, you can go in the door.
Yeah, and that's how it should be. Like, you should be able, it should be like, they should have their own union and their own resources and everything just like anybody else has. You know what I'm saying? Like, they should have all the benefits that a regular job has. Like, I just, sex work is real work.
And that's the only reason.
I'm not a sex worker. I never wanted to be a sex worker. But I just believe in people having, I believe in human rights.
I believe in human rights too, but I don't know how much I want us to legalize it, because I don't want girls to think like, oh, I can go make a quick buck.
But the fact that but see, when it become legalized, that's when you start putting stipulations on things. You know what I'm saying? That's when you can put it more so in the
porn
box.
is legal, first of all. So porn is very legal. I'm talking about sex work in general. Porn is legal, but selling your coochie ain't. I don't want anybody to think that we're glorifying porn. Oh, I'm gonna speak for me, because I don't want a little girl to listen to this and think that, you know what, y'all are right, porn is just sex work, let me go be a porn star. No, I don't believe that. That's not, I don't want to say it shouldn't be your first option. For me, it shouldn't be an option at all. But at the same, I don't know how to do it.
But if you do want to do porn, don't let the little boy from down the street record you and load it up on Pornhub. If you want to do porn, go look for a reputable porn outlet and do porn that way.
I feel like you need to figure out why you want to do porn. Like, and you need to really think that through. Like, why is porn what I want to do before you can go do anything else? Talk to a counselor and figure out why the hell you want to go to porn. That's another thing. But we're going to wrap this up, because this conversation...
Did Lizzie have to talk to a doctor about why she wanted to be a veterinarian?
We gonna compare being a veterinarian to a porn star?
I mean, that's a dream.
I don't feel like the average person dreams about being a porn star.
But something got to be wrong with you.
I didn't. No, that's not what I said. I said figure out why you want to do it. Are you doing it because you just enjoy having sex, and you was like, damn, I enjoy having sex so much, let me get paid for it? Or are you doing it because there's something else happened to you, and you feel like, and that's why you're enjoying sex? You see what I'm saying? Like, were you?
But that's what you're saying. You're trying to make it seem like something got to be wrong with
I'm not saying no.
Yeah.
No.
For you to want to see yourself on camera having sex, something had to happen to you as a child.
That's not what I said.
You gotta have been touched.
That's not what I said. What I said was figure out why. Were you just born into this thing where you just really enjoy having sex, and you feel like, you know what, if I enjoy
it, they gotta figure out why they like,
because that's not no. Because no.
We can do this all day.
We can. So I feel like we should. We not. We gonna table this topic. So we gonna come back to not next week.
Okay,
not next week. But we damn sure coming back to this topic for this porn. I'm not condoling it. My daughter, if Sally Sue daughter want to go be a porn star, by all means, do what you want to do. That ain't nothing that I'm going to agree with over on this side. That ain't nothing that I can see myself supporting. I'm not saying you can't come to Sunday dinner. I'm not going to no damn.
And I'm not saying I want my child to do porn by no means. Like,
I get what you're saying.
Please, God, hear my cry. Don't let my child be a porn star. Please, Lord.
See, but that's I feel like you got a double standard. But,
no,
okay, listen,
I don't want it for my child. I don't want it for my child. But if she come to me and say, Mama, I recorded myself, and I sure like the way I look, and I want everybody else to see me too,
I'm going to talk my daughter out of it.
I'm going to try my best.
I'm going to try with everything in me to talk her out of it and tell her that was... Record yourself. That's personal. That's not for the world to see. Like, that's not for anybody to see. Like, what you gonna do when you start having kids. And that's the biggest thing that from the series that I got. A lot of them are now having kids, so now they're concerned about, damn, my child is gonna run into, this one lady has to stay away from her kids because all of her kids' friends have seen her in porn. So now she has to worry about, are your kids coming to the house to see you? Or are they coming to the house to see me? And that was like the one thing that was consistent.
Your mama got a fat ass, and I seen that shit before.
Not only did you see her ass, but you saw all her inner workings. But that was the one thing that was consistent throughout the whole thing. Some people didn't have kids, but for the ones that did, they were like, and now they got to worry about
people from having kids. Like, I'm not gonna have no kids.
And now they got to worry about the fact that their child friend or the school, the teachers at the school, or the parents, like they can't even do the PTA because they don't know if the parents have seen them. And their thing is like, I mean, you've seen me, but now you're going to judge me, but you looked at me because you had to.
And I think that goes back to the mindset thing. You know what I'm saying? Just changing the way people think. And I'm not trying to say that everybody in the world going to be like, oh, porn is okay. You know what I'm saying? But just going to the aspect, back to the, like, just judging people. You know what I'm saying? Like, we are everybody on a high fucking horse. Like, if your mama is a porn, like, if your mama is a porn star, your mama is a porn star. As long as your mama not popping in no porn tapes while you over there on your play dates, it's all good. You know what I'm saying? Like, if I ever get a little friend who mama do porn or is a stripper or is a escort or whatever, don't have your dates around my child and don't play your porn loud while my child is playing Legos on the floor. You know what I'm saying? Like, turn it off when just wait till they go to sleep. Like, don't play your porn while my child over there.
Yeah.
That's all I ask. You know what I'm saying? But I'm definitely not gonna be like, oh no, you can't play with her because her mom is on porn.
I agree. I wouldn't do that either. But there's people out here to do it, and that's what these porn stars are going through right now, trying to keep what they did a secret in the past because it's not accepted like that.
But me, I'm very open-minded and I'm very liberal. You know what I'm saying? Just as far as people just being who they want to be. You know what I'm saying? So I'm always be on the side of that, no matter what. Long as you're not harming nobody else in the process.
Yeah, I'm not there yet. I'm not there yet. I would never judge anybody.
I don't believe in pimps and all that stuff. Like, you shouldn't have to have no pimp. You need to be in control of your own money. Shit like that. You know what I'm saying? But,
I do not judge people. I feel like you have the right to do whatever you want. But I still want to know why. Like, that's not going...
We got so far off topic.
Either way it goes, we're going to table this for another week. Next week, we will be talking about What Men Want, our first sponsored episode next week, so look out for that.
What Men Want, that should be interesting.
It is going to be interesting. I'm excited. Excited.
Well, thank y'all for tuning in. If you stuck with us to the end, we appreciate it. This is one of our longer episodes that we've had in a long time.
Definitely.
We haven't had an episode this long in a minute.
I like it, though. I like the conversation and the debate.
It was fun.
It was.
We didn't agree. We've been agreeing for a while, so it was fun to agree with you.
I tried to not agree with you last week, but it didn't work out that well. Make sure to like us, Black Girls with No Rhythm, Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram.
Like, share, subscribe.
Comment.
Share. Y'all not sharing us enough. Y'all need to tell your friends to tell your friends to tell your friends about Black Girls with No Rhythm.
Yep. Support.
Okay. And this is Black Girls with No Rhythm.
And we're out.